Hi, and welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business coach, author of Food Truck 101, Beginner to Winner, and the forthcoming book, Food Truck 201, Excellence. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
I've got a question for you today. Are you committed to your business? Food service is simultaneously the hardest thing I've ever done, and it's also the easiest thing I've ever done. For the first 20 years or so, I went through the processes to be successful, but my younger self was just never all in. From my restaurants to my hot dog cart, I was just really not committed to being the best. I was just worried about bringing in a little bit of money. I was really just committed to being just good enough. In competitions, I would be second or third place. In awards, I would win the easy awards like, lowest turnover rate or lowest inventory on hand. But those are so obscure awards to win, I really doubt any of you guys even know what they mean. Then I got a job at Burger King, and I decided before I took that job, it would be my last corporate job. However long it lasted, I would not work for anybody else ever again. I was 40 years old, and I had a conversation with a very excited young man that I had hired to help open my new store. And we had a conversation on just getting by. He felt like he had skated through a bunch of different jobs, and he was quite young, so the number of jobs he skated through was impressive. But he decided he wanted to change. And as we talked, I realized he was really describing me. I hadn't had as many jobs as he had had, and I was nearly double his age, or actually I was double his age. But I'd done the exact same thing. I skated through too much of my corporate life. So I made a commitment to myself that I would stop skating by. I would pour 100% of my effort into that job. And I would make my new store the best in the Burger King franchise system. I was also committed to teaching him everything I could about food service, about management, and about leadership, so that the two of us together could make a big difference in that particular store, but then also I could make a difference in his life. What I found when I made that commitment was my workload actually lightened. Not because I did less, but because I delegated more. I followed up more on the things I delegated. I learned how to say no to the good things, so I had enough time to say yes to the great things. Moving forward in a learning process, you need to make the following commitments to yourself and to your business. Otherwise, just stop listening and save yourself time. The first commitment: accept and expect change. A manager trainee I had a long time ago, he was fond of saying that only babies like change. Well, in order for your business to achieve the revenue and the profitability heights you and your family deserve, those same heights that you dreamed of when you started the business, you're going to need to change what you're currently doing. Because if you don't change what you're currently doing, you'll just keep getting more of what you got. You need to define and develop culture. And what I'm talking about here is company culture. That refers to the attitudes and behaviors of you and your employees. It's very evident in the way in organizations people interact with each other, the values that they hold, the decisions that they make. We want to get out of having created our own job, because that's where everyone is right now, most likely in your food truck journey. You have created your own job. And you're probably using family as employees. If you want to get out of using family as employees, you actually want to get off the food truck, you're going to have to hire non-family members. If you want to have more than one truck, you definitely got to have non-family members to operate it and to staff it. If you have a defined company culture, that puts every single employee on the exact same page. You're going to need to invest time. You're going to need to invest money. I'm going to tell you right now, there are no secrets. There are no shortcuts. There's no snake oil to being successful. Many of the steps that we talk about take time to fully implement. And then those results may take weeks. Sometimes they might take months. But if it's something that I've talked about on the podcast, or I've written in one of the books, or I've talked about on the Facebook group, or I've done on the YouTube, those things work. If you're not willing to invest your non-renewable resources, and I'm talking about time is not renewable, it's pointless for you to continue to spend your renewable resources, and that's your money. Understand you can no longer be the cashier or the cook. You have to be the leader of your food truck organization. Even if it's only one truck, you have to be the leader. And you want to very first start investing money in high quality replacements for what you are currently doing on the truck. Once you've hired these new folks, they need to support you, and they also need support from you. And that support is called training. They can only be as good as how you teach them, as how you lead them. And then the last thing I need you to think about doing for yourself and for your business is I want you to kill other options. The word decide means to cut off from all other options. You decided to get into the food truck business. You probably decided that you want to grow your profits and your revenue. Everything that we do on the podcast and in the Facebook group is the how-to plan. The books that I've written, they're the how-to plan. Kill the option to fail. Kill the option to have plan B. Kill the option to do anything else other than increase your revenue and increase your profits. Plan on doing whatever it takes to succeed within moral, legal, and ethical limits. The question I got for you is, how committed are you to your own success? Because I'm here every day trying to help you guys be successful. Are you there every day on your food truck trying to make today better than yesterday? Quick review. Expect and accept change. If you want to be better than today, tomorrow has to be different. Define the culture within your food truck so that every single day guests are treated the same way, employees are treated the same way. You guys have answers for any problem that comes up within the culture you have. You don't want to be emotional, and today we're yelling and screaming and hollering because things aren't working out, and then tomorrow everything's cool and calm. The culture is important. Plan on investing time, plan on investing money. Again, there are no shortcuts. There's no secrets. It takes work. Work is time. It takes money. And then kill those other options. There is no plan B. Failure is not something you're going to do. You're going to take the bull by the horns and you're going to make this business work. Thank you guys so much for listening to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. If you're finding all the information useful to your business, please become a monthly supporter of our podcast. Just hit the support button or follow the link in the description. Every little bit does help keep us going. If you like being around like-minded positive people, join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training. We have a bunch of awesome members at all levels, from just starting newbies to decades-old veterans. They've all got your back when it comes to helping your food truck business grow. And again, thank you for listening. Come back tomorrow because you know I got plenty more to say when it comes to helping you and helping your food truck business.